Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to be going over all of the patterns that I want to make in 2025. It's mostly knitting and sewing, but I do have a few crochet items that I do want to include. For somebody that doesn't have time to make anything, I have the largest list of things I want to make. And I think it's because I just started knitting like 6 months ago. So I have like a very long list of things that I want to make for myself. I went on Instagram and I went on Ravelry and I picked out the patterns that spoke to me the most, I guess, because there's some stuff in there that I favorited and I'm looking at it and I'm like, why did I favorite this? So I just went with the stuff that keeps catching my eye, and that's what's included on this list. I have my handy dandy iPad here listing everything. So this might be a long video. Now that I'm thinking about it, it might be a little long. I'm so sorry. I think I split it up into warmer weather patterns and then colder weather patterns. So I'm gonna start off with my favorite here, the Sicily Slipover by Leah Kiss Kiss Rhinestones. She's on Instagram and Ravelry, but I just fell in love with the colors of this vest. I just really like the way she plays with color and her patterns and all that stuff. I have a lot of her patterns. I was thinking about making this with the yarn that she uses for the black and white one that she has. I think it's tweed, but then I really like the colorful one. I don't know, we'll see. I have the pattern for this one. Next up is the Brightest Tea by Kait Makes on Instagram. I haven't bought the pattern for this and I'm not sure if there's a pattern. There are some of these that I found on Instagram and I think a lot of them are commissions. For example, there's this cardigan by somebody that commissions them. She's from the UK, I'm pretty sure. I'll insert a picture here, but I love the cardigan. Anything red for me is chef's kiss. Then up next we have the Crochet and Knit Tank Top by Lola's Knits on Instagram. This is a really cute, simple top that would probably be easy to make for the summer. I feel like in the summer you really don't want to wear anything, so this is perfect, honestly. And once again, drawn to the color red. I don't know if it's the design or the color that keeps wrapping me up with these things. A good way to like wrap me up is to have your sample image be red. Anyway, on to another one of my favorite YouTuber fiber artists here on YouTube is the Shorts by Biez. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right. She has a YouTube tutorial on it and it was very easy to understand and I could follow the video. So I'm very excited to make those for the summer. I think I'm going to order the yarn that she uses in the video, which is the Hobby Cotton Friends 8x8, I think. Cotton is obviously a good idea for the summer because you don't want to be wearing wool in the summer. Up next, the Backless Tank by Made by Rosh on Instagram. The pattern isn't out yet, but I hope she does put out a pattern because this looks like something I would definitely love to wear in the summer, and it looks like something pretty easy to knit up. The next item that I would like to make for the summer would be the Silhouette Top by Leg Strick on Instagram. This top is perfect for the summer, honestly. I just hope I can get to the point where I can make all these things because I already picture myself wearing all this stuff in the summer, so it's gonna be kind of sad. The next thing that I'm really excited to work on that this might be one of the ones that actually makes it off the list is the Lucky Romper by Lucky777 Loops on Instagram. I already bought the pattern on Etsy, so I'm ready to go. I just need to buy the yarn and the time because I have a lot of whips currently, so it's looking kind of slow for me. The Hood Tee by Simstrick on Instagram, but I think she goes by Simone Berg on Ravelry. I think a lot of these designers are Norwegian, I think. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, so I'm sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong. But these designers, they really have it down. But just beautiful stuff that you probably won't find on Ravelry a lot of the time. So Instagram really is worth going through to find more modern patterns, I guess. Then there's this other person on Instagram called By Bruce. She has this crochet and knit top. It currently doesn't have a pattern, but if she does open up commissions, I'm in there. I want that top for the summer. It's beautiful. Like, look at this thing. Look at it. It's so, I love like the combination of crochet and knit. I did used to crochet a long time ago, like 10 years ago. Now for the summer sewing patterns that I have. This isn't like a complete list of what I want to sew. I just don't feel like my skills are up there yet with sewing. Up first, and I'm very excited. So it's the blueberry dyed dress by LilithCorsetry on Etsy. And then she has I think I found it through TikTok. She has a video on TikTok. But I love this dress. It's so beautiful. I think I'm gonna make it in the midi length because I feel like maxis overwhelm me just because I'm so short. Up next, I have this pleated skirt pattern that I got on Etsy. I've been wanting to make a pleated skirt all winter, but I haven't gotten to it. I do have the material and I do have a pattern, but I'm just kind of scared if I mess it up. Sewing, I feel like, is a lot of prep. Knitting is a whole different story. I don't think you need like formal training to be good at knitting, honestly. But I mean, knitting is hard. Reading those patterns, you know, it beats my ass every time. I'm not gonna lie to you. Next up on my list for sewing summer plans is the Scandi pants on Etsy. I don't remember the pattern designer, but I'll insert it here with the picture. The reason I bought this pattern is because I want those lazy lover pants by another brand that I can't afford. Really want those cream lazy lover pants by Aros, and I hope I said that right. I just love those pants. I love the rise. The thing is, I was looking for a pattern where it's the style of pants, you know, those Scandi pants that people were wearing. But the thing is, everyone was making them high-waisted, and I'm really not. I prefer mid to low rise pants. So I found this pattern that is like a mid to low rise, and I think I'm just gonna modify the waistband, and I'm gonna have it tie in the front the way that the lazy lover pants do. The next one is a very exciting one because this is a very nice top, and she does have a YouTube video. I just found another pattern that I actually really like. I see it on Etsy while I was looking for this other pattern. I don't know if this is AI. You know how there's some Etsy accounts that are selling like AI patterns and you can kind of tell? And I'm just like looking because I'm like, is this the same model in every picture? Is it not? I don't know. But I found this tank. It's really cute. It's a tie-up blouse. I'm gonna insert the picture here, but isn't it so nice? This is like, it's definitely, you know, something that I would love to wear, but I'm looking for that other pattern. It's the side tie tank by SundaySchoolPatterns. She's on Etsy and she also has a YouTube video showing you how to make this tank. Isn't it beautiful? I'm so excited to make this. I have like jeans that I can use to make this, and I also have a lot of other materials. I think I'm gonna try it with like a flowy material first and then something more structured like a jean or chambray. It's just so pretty. Look at this thing. I was looking at the tutorial on YouTube and I was kind of intimidated by it, but I am what you would call an overly ambitious beginner to everything. Anything that I try, like, I'm gonna try something that is completely out of my skill range. That's just me. Now on to the cold weather knitting patterns. Up first, which is one of my whips right now, is the Melange sweater by Petite Knit in the junior size. I also have the man size because I was gonna make it. But then the German short rows and all that stuff was throwing me off. So I was just like, let me start with the junior pattern and see how that goes first. I was going to do a project vlog on this, but I'm not that confident that I could figure this out without like losing my shit. Next, we have the step-by-step sweater by Florence Miller. The pattern is on Ravelry. It's a free pattern, and she also has a YouTube video dedicated to this sweater, which is perfect for somebody like me because videos really do help me. It might be the easy way out when it comes to stuff like this, but I do need a visual so I can see what is happening. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to read knitting patterns. I don't know what it is. My brain does not work that way. I work very well visually. There's just a few people on Instagram that I just love all their content and that I just love all their patterns, and everything that they put out is just, it speaks to me, you know what I mean? So we have Simstrick on Instagram, her fat fluff sweater, but I already bought this pattern. I bought it literally the day that it came out. I've been waiting. She put out a post saying, hey, this pattern is coming out the end of January, and literally the day that it came out, I went on Ravelry and I bought the pattern. I'm not even joking, because I'm gonna make the sweater regardless. If it's not right now, I'll probably make it for like the end of 2025 so I can wear it then. Leah Kiss Kiss Rhinestones on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure she goes by the same on Ravelry. This is another one of my current whips. It's the Zippy Cardi. Look at this. Don't you love these colors? I just love, like, this is definitely something I would buy if I saw it in a store. Like, so yes, I do have that pattern. It is a current whip right now. It's on pause right now because I thought I was gonna make a gift knit for someone, and which was the Melange sweater man, but there are no videos to see how that garment is constructed. Something similar happened to me when I was making the baby bear bonnet by Knitting for Olive, aka Pernille Larsen, where I just could not figure it out. And thank God somebody on YouTube had a video on that specific part that I was stuck on, because if not, that hat would not be finished. Thank God for that video. Thank God for all you people on YouTube who make these tutorials for people like us who can't read knitting pattern. And I think maybe I'm being too hard on myself because I just started knitting like 6 months ago. So I'll just give myself a few more years to become more pattern literate. I was just like, girl, where do you want me to go next? Your left or my left? Do you get what I'm saying? Up next by Leah Kiss Kiss Rhinestones is the Vivian cardigan. Another beautiful piece that I can't wait to make. I love this shade of yellow. I don't know if I'll make a yellow one because I do have a yellow sweater that kind of looks like this, but it's not a zipper. The good thing about these cold weather patterns is that I could make them during the summer and wear them towards the end of the year this year. So I'm not too worried about them, and I'm just trying to make myself understand that I don't have to make everything right now. I should focus on my summer and spring items because it is coming up. Next up is the Hug Me Tight sweater by Teplo knitwear. I am a huge lover of ribbing. Look at this sweater. And I like the way that it like hugs the body. You can't find many patterns of clothes that are form-fitting. Like for example, that Lucky Romper by Lucky 77 Loops. I was looking for something like that, something similar to that for a long time. Another sweater that keeps grabbing my attention is the Future Milf sweater by Kamille Wenneberg. When I make this, I might not put the Future Milf motif on it. I think I was talking about the Future Milf sweater by Kamille Wenneberg and why I really like it and patterns similar to it. I showed the Weekend sweater by, I like the fact that the ribbing comes up to like under the bust. And I have a few of those patterns that are similar, like the Fat Flip sweater, the Future Milf sweater. Once again, I think I would make it without the motif on the front just because I do have kids and I don't feel like I want to walk out into public wearing that. Next up is my Dream Cardigan by Will and Beyond. This cardigan got my attention because I see myself wearing it to work. And it's just a nice, simple cardigan. I love the, I don't know what you would call it. Do you see the button band and like the collar? I like that finishing, whatever it is. I love this color. It's just nice and simple, and I see myself wearing this cardigan with other things in my wardrobe. Next up is Cardigan No. 7 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, which is a current whip of mine. I do have this pattern. I've been using Lang Yarns Cloud Tweed in this color. So far, it's actually pretty easy for it to be my first cardigan. Then another one of my colder weather winter patterns that I want to make is Blouse No. 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. I don't know if you've seen the this color, but it's such a beautiful color. I love the neckline. I love the sleeves. I love everything about this sweater. Then the next one is the Drift Vest by Purl Soho. It is a free pattern, and I think I want to make it like this other person that I follow on TikTok. I love the idea that she introduced to my mind. She put like an I-cord tie up here, and she just like wears it as like a vest, obviously a vest, and she ties it in the front, which I think is a really cute idea. I love anything with ties on it. I also want to make some sort of textured cable knit sweater. I have a few patterns that I favorited, and I want to make something cabled. It's like, you know, like those traditional cream ivory sweaters. I want one of those. So I'm gonna figure out if I can find a pattern where, you know, that I completely love and I can make something like that. Then some sort of like felted slipper. Once again, Simstrick on Instagram. Look at these slippers she made. They're not her pattern, but they're just, I love the color combo, and I just love the fact that they come up above the ankle. A lot of these felted slippers are just below the ankle, and I don't really like the idea of that. On to the last category, which is accessories. I bought this pattern made by Paulina. It's a knitted bag. It's beautiful. I'm so excited to make this. It looks like something that would knit up very fast. And it's also something that I see myself wearing in the summer. Sometimes you just don't want to wear a leather bag. And I'm really that girl sometimes. I just don't want to wear a leather bag or any of the nylon bags that I have. And I feel like this would be perfect to wear with a lot of the stuff that I do wear currently. Then up next is actually one of my current whips. It's the Miu Miu Lookalike bag. I don't know if you've seen it. I think a lot of people have tried to remake it. If you go on TikTok, which I cannot because I deleted the app and it's no longer on the App Store in the United States. So go look for me. Actually, how am I going to show you some of the stuff? Because there's some stuff that I found through TikTok, and I'm not going to be able to show you the videos because I can't get back onto TikTok. So let's see how we get those videos. Then another one of my, actually these are 2 whips that I have it in 2 different sizes. It's the Baby Bear Bonnet by Knitting for Olive. This hat was one of the things that like caught my attention when I first started knitting, where I was like, wow, I have to make that. I'm making one for my niece and then the other one for my son. Next is the Ellie Bonnet by Leah Kiss Kiss Rhinestones, which is another pattern that I bought. I think she uses 2 strands of mohair held together to make this pattern. I love how cute and light, and once again they got me with the red. I love anything red. So this is something that I will be making because it does look like a relatively fast knit. Up next is the DK Weight Vanilla Socks by the Crazy Sock Lady. I was thinking about getting yarn from Barnyard Knits. I think they're like an indie dyer. As far as I remember, I think this pattern was free. So, and I do have it. So I just need to buy the yarn and the sock needles that I want to use for it. Another accessory is this scrunchie that I found on Instagram. I'm going to use the leftover alpaca, half alpaca, half wool that I bought from a local yarn store. I'm going to use that to make a scrunchie. I used that yarn to make a bonnet. I'll insert the picture here. It's somebody on TikTok. I used her pattern. I have a screenshot from before I deleted TikTok, so I can insert that here and I will show you what the bonnet looks like. It's really nice. I wear it pretty much every day, honestly. Then I bought a whole bunch of books on thrift books of knitting patterns, and this is one of the ones that really spoke to me, I guess you would say. It's a felted yoga bag by I forget her, I think Joelle is her real name, something, but it's Purl Soho, and it's one of her books, and she has this felted yoga bag pattern that I want to make so bad, and I have yarn for it that I can use that will actually felt. So technically I have bought that pattern because I did buy the book. Up next is another one that I was going to make. I think this is 4 strands of mohair held together, is the Serpent Balaclava by Milena Jahola on Ravelry. This is such a unique balaclava, and I love anything that looks like super girly, and once again the red just speaks to me. There's just something, if you make something in red, I'm gonna want to make it, and I don't know what that says about me. Do I like the pattern or do I like, you know, the color? But then another little crochet item is the Rosa belt by Earth.by Morg on Instagram. This is just a cute little belt. I was thinking I could use it as a hair accessory, not just a belt, or I can make it, like, modify it where I can use it as a head accessory. Another thing that I want to make is the yoga socks by Hilke Bus. Another thing that I didn't think I'd be interested with, but I think this is going to be another gift knit for someone, is the Sophie Hood by Petite Knit, and I'm going to line it with satin. The last pattern that is an accessory is the socks by Tuva Sendok. That is on Instagram. I love this blue. Look at this blue. It's a beautiful blue. And I love the ribbing, and I like the way that she did the heel. It's like different from all the other socks that I've seen. Thank you for sitting through this video. Let me know if you ever want to see a project vlog or anything from any of these patterns that I decide to make. I have a pretty good amount of these patterns that I actually mentioned. So, you know, it would be in my best interest to make them, seeing as I paid for the patterns, you know?